Hey everybody, it's Callie from Utah State Extension in Box Elder County, and in this video I'm going to show you how to get to the portfolio website on utah4h.org. So we all love our friend Google. We're going to go Utah4H. We're going to click on the website. So utah4h.org is the website. We're going to look at all these fun, exciting things that are coming up. We're going to go over to the right-hand side and click on 4-H projects. There's all these fun projects that we can do in 4-H, but we are focusing on our portfolios today. So we're going to click on leadership and citizenship and leadership. We're going to see all of our fun ambassadors and go down here to portfolios. This is a fantastic website. It's got some really good videos to kind of give you an overview of the 4-H portfolio process and the specifics for each age division, so our juniors, intermediates, and seniors. And we're going to scroll down here, and you guys are welcome to go back to this website and watch these videos. I highly encourage it. They're great. And there's lots of different options that you can click on and just explore. But I'm going to show you where to pull up our forms. Each of these are going to be each section that I've been talking about in our 4-H training. Right now I'm going to show you the all forms. So for this year we're going to be a little bit stricter on judging. I want to emphasize this a lot because I don't want anybody to get docked or disqualified because they did not do the very first page correctly. I want your member's name, your address, your zip code, and your 4-H projects and your categories. This is number one. Get this right. This entry form is for 2016. Please write that. This is going to be your grade, or your years in 4-H, excuse me, and then grade in school as of January 1st. So we just started school. This is going to be your grade that you were in January 1st of 2016. So if you're a freshman in high school right now, right this very second, you're going to put 8th grade because that's what grade you were in January 1st. Make sure you list your birth date. We just want to make sure that you get judged in the right category and that you're not a senior getting judged as an intermediate. So we just want to make sure that this is correct. Make sure that you have your signature, your parents have their signature, your leader, and then when you turn them in on October 3rd, we will make sure that this extension agent gets signed. This has got all of our sections for the portfolio right here. This gives you an outline of what projects and categories that we can have. I talked about plants and animals. You'd put that as your project, and then you'd go down here and you do your sheep or your horse and pony or your rabbits, all sorts of different things. If you do arts and crafts, you'll come over here to communication and expressive arts, and you'll come down here and find arts and crafts. So this is a good outline to make sure that you've got the correct projects and categories. And then we go down to section 1, and section 1 is going to be blank. This is where you add your project specific table. Skills learned, or knowledge learned, skills developed. We've talked about that. Let me just scroll through this so you get an idea of what your portfolio looks like. Again, you'll see that the sections are going to say 4-H experiences or activities. Or go down here and it's going to be 4-H entries, awards, and recognitions. We want to make sure that you are entering only 4-H projects in this area. A lot of our participants overlap some of their projects, such as my horse is my 4-H horse, but I also go to barrels, a lot of barrel racing jackpots throughout the state. We want to hear all about your 4-H experiences and your horse shows, but we don't want you to list your jackpot barrel racing in these areas. You might have won an awesome buckle at a jackpot series with your market lamb, but we want only 4-H things right here. You scroll down to section 6, and this is your non-4-H experiences. So absolutely, I want to hear that you went to a jackpot series and you won the Grand Champion Market Steer in the jackpot series. We absolutely want to know that. I think that's fantastic. I went down to Utah County and competed in roping on my 4-H horse. Yep, that's absolutely, we want to hear about that, but we want to have it in your non-4-H experiences. Another thing that we want to stress out this year is FFA projects. We love FFA. We've got some amazing chapters in our county that we love and support. I personally love the FFA program. If I wasn't working for Utah State Extension, I would be teaching ag somewhere with the FFA. We love that program. We support it 100%. But this is a 4-H portfolio, and we want to make sure that only 4-H projects are listed in here. You'll just get judged differently. So if you bake a batch of brownies and they are the world's greatest brownies, but you enter them in the cookie category, you're not going to be judged correctly. So if you're listing some FFA projects up here in the 4-H area, and if you've got your 4-H or your FFA experiences listed in your 4-H story, or you happen to have a picture of you showing a hog in your FFA jacket and you've put it in your 4-H portfolio, you will not be judged correctly. We want this to be completely 4-H. Like I said, we love the FFA. It's a fantastic program. We just want this is a 4-H project. Just another overview about this. We want to make sure that you're using the correct forms. The forms right here that we found on the Utah 4-H are all correct. They've got the Utah 4-H header, and they've got the Utah State Extension word mark on them. They have to be Utah 4-H approved with the Utah State Extension on in order to be judged. So this year, if they are not on the correct forms and letterheads, they will not be judged. Hopefully that answers your questions. Let me go back to our portfolio website, and I talked about section 1, and we're going to come down here to our portfolio examples, and I'm going to come to PDF. And this is where you're going to find your section 1 size and scope for your specific projects and area categories. So I'm going to do a market lamb. So market lamb falls under the livestock. And here's an example of what your size and scope should look like. Do some exploring, see what table you like, what works for your project, and that will give you a good idea of what to go off of. There's one for horse, leadership. There's our communication art, so here's something for arts and crafts. This just gives you a good idea of how to draw out your table for your size and scope. Again, hopefully these videos are helpful. If you have any questions specific to this training right here, be sure to comment below on Facebook, and I'll make sure that I answer your questions, or you can contact me directly at the office. So thank you again for watching these, and hopefully this is helping. Thanks.